Hi, I'm Zach. I'm a 31-year-old vegan singer-songwriter, and in today's video I'm going to share some very big news. It's something I'm very excited about that I haven't done since my son's mom and I split, and that's spend an entire month with my son, which I've gotten to spend weeks at a time with him, and sometimes split like an entire month, but it's split into 2 weeks split apart, so it's not all at once. It's like 2 weeks here, and then I don't see him for another week or two, and then 2 weeks there. But now, coming up on July 15th to August 15th, I'm actually going to have custody of my son for an entire month, which is like super exciting, because I don't know, I love my son. I love spending time with my son. I love being there for him. Before his mother and I split, it was the highlight of my day to go home and spend and play with my son. And it still is. It's like the highlight of my week whenever I get to spend time with him on the weekend. As of right now, I get to see him every 2 weeks. So I get custody of my son every 2 weeks on average, but then every summer and winter, well, his mom will usually ask me if I want to have him for like a whole week, or sometimes 2 weeks at a time. I think the most I've had him is 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. No, I'm thinking the most I had him was 2 weeks, but it was like 2 weeks, and then another couple weeks passed, and then I had him for another like week and a half or something. But now it's gonna actually be for an entire month. I think it's more like 5 weeks or 4.5 weeks or something like that. So it's a little bit over 30 days, which is awesome. So, in past times that I've had my son, you know, I'm still very ambitious, and I still work towards having consistent uploads and working on music consistently. So in past times that I've had my son, I've always put like 90% of the time towards him whenever he's here. But sometimes I would say, okay, 10 minutes a day, I'll just make a video. So it's like, I'll just be like, all right, bud, I'm just gonna go make my video. It'll take me 10 minutes. And it's not that big of a deal inside my mind. It's like, it's 10 minutes of the day. I'm staying consistent with my life and my life ambitions, which is important. I think that's important, to just be a well-rounded human being and have your own goals and ambitions outside of being a father, while also still maintaining the strong father role. It's like it's 10 minutes away from the day, just because I'm not spending all 100% of my time with him doesn't make me a bad father. And so I've usually had some system like that, and where the most it's gone up is 1 hour a day, or like 30 minutes to 1 hour every other day. I forget how I did it. I don't think I did 1 hour a day. That sounds like a lot, but I only did that whenever I had him for a entire week or 2 weeks. And so, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't 1 hour a day. It was like half an hour a day or something. But I can't remember. I do know that there was a point where I was doing it for larger chunks of time whenever I had him for like more than a week. But most of the time, like 90% of the time, I don't even do that. Like, even if I have him for a week, I just spend the time with him. And not even because I feel guilty or less of a father, just because I love him and I don't get to see him all that much, and so I want to spend every single second that I have with him. whenever I have him. And this time, it's gonna be like that. So this past week, I've just been recording and recording and recording. The past 3 days, I've been recording about 5 videos before work. And so I upload 3 videos a week. 2 of them are vlogs like this. One is like a new song every week. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have all of that recorded, pre-recorded, and already uploaded, just not public. So whenever I have my son for a month, for the very first time in my life, for the course of a month, all I'm gonna do is focus on my son and work. And this is actually the first time in my life, beyond like years ago, whenever I was struggling with substance abuse. But even then, it's like I would make time for music always. So this is the first time in my life that I can think of since I've had my son that I'm just gonna actually take a step back for this month. And like I've got all, once I have all the videos uploaded, which I'm very close, I got like 70% of them already done, like 75%, I don't know, it's up there. But once I have all of them uploaded, I'm just gonna take a step back and just, all I gotta focus on in life is being there for my son and then working my full-time job, which is incredibly easy. It's beyond my son. Like if I didn't have my son for a month, it would seem very boring to just, if all there was to life was working a full-time job and then coming home and I had nothing else to do, like edit, upload music videos and write and produce and perform songs, then it seems like just empty and boring. But I know that that's a good thing for me to do, to just take a step back and just exist for a month. It'll probably be very good for my mental health, because for so long I've just been grinding and going and either barely getting by, or if I'm here at my parents' house and I'm easily surviving, then I'm still making myself struggle in ways by pushing myself, by trying to just edit and upload and record so much in every single waking spare moment of time, just about. I mean, there are days where I'm like watching YouTube and like before, where I've just like smoked weed and like relaxed in that way, but I've never just relaxed in a healthy way where I'm just breathing, and maybe in my spare time I just meditate or just like sit here and breathe and like exist, beyond having to always do something, having to always stimulate my mind, having to watch a video, having to smoke some weed, having to do whatever it is that's stimulating me. This is the first time where, for this month, all I'm gonna focus on is being there for my son and existing. I'm not gonna, I mean, it's almost painful to think that I'm not gonna like play music at all, because I've conditioned my mind so much into thinking you need to be working on music every single second, every single moment. If you want to be successful in music, you have to do that. You cannot let go of it. If you don't use it, you'll lose it, which is true. I mean, it's true, but that desire is in me so strong. I know as soon as the month is up, I'm gonna get right back on track and start creating music again. And maybe, just maybe, 1 month break after like a 10-year cycle of just really grinding is exactly what I need. Maybe it'll help me have more clarity, more energy, and then after I get my energy back, like just exist for a month and just spend time with my son. Then whenever I come back after that month is over, then I'll have even more desire to create music, because I went so long without creating it. Now, I'm not going to be completely against it. I mean, if my son is asleep and I really have the itch to play music, like for 10-20 minutes before I go to bed at night, I mean, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Like if I really want to play it, then I will. But I'm not gonna have these expectations there for myself where I have to play it. Where it's like, Zach, where I'm basically thinking in my head that I'm a loser, that I'm gonna be a loser, that I will fail at life if I don't pick up the guitar and write a song right now, or work on what I know I should be working on. I'm gonna let go of all those expectations, all the expectations and the drama and stress of, oh, I need to upload. Oh, I already have my uploads. I need to create more videos so I have even more back catalog, so I'm even more prepared, so I can have more time to focus and get even better at music. Like I'm letting go of all of that, because for the longest time I've had this not so much perfectionist state of mind, but I've had this almost unhealthy state of mind and expectations of really grinding and trying to get better at music and just get ahead in life. And it's got me so far. Like I have accomplished a lot from where I was at. I'm a lot more capable of a songwriter and a singer and a performer, and we made it past the 1,000 subscriber mark, and I almost have 1,000 YouTube videos. That's a lot. That's not something to just blow off and say, like, I should pat myself on the back for that. But still, I know at the same time I have such a huge desire to keep going and expand unlimitlessly, but generally I haven't even reached the societal norm of success. I'm not able to do this full time. I haven't even reached that milestone where I can say that I can be a full-time musician and support myself. I've tried to be a full-time musician and I failed drastically, and my car got repossessed, and I've become homeless, and certain things that have happened in the past. I've tried very hard to be a full-time musician, and I've failed. And so those desires are still inside of me, very strong. And so maybe just 1 month of me trying to let go of those desires and just be here and exist and just be a father and just work my job and then come home and just be there for my son. As simple as that. And then of course take care of myself, exercise, meditate, my normal routine. But that just goes along with existing. Just being here, existing, being a good father, and just working my full-time job. That's all I gotta do for this month. So I am very excited about that. I'm mainly excited about spending an entire month with my son. That'll be great. I know he'll probably miss his mom and things like that, and that's normal, but I'm sure it'll be very good for him to spend a month with me. I know he loves me. I know he loves spending time with me, and we'll play video games together, we'll play soccer, we'll play outside, and probably go to Six Flags, because my parents always insist that I bring him there, and they're buying us season passes, which is not that bad of a thing. I don't really mind. Obviously, it's Six Flags. And that'll be fun for my son. So we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a good month. And for this month, I'm gonna try my best to just forget about all those expectations I've had for myself. I'm gonna try my best to just forget about my vision of the future and where I want to be in life, and forget about what I haven't done with life, and just forget about all those things, all my expectations and my strong desire to succeed in music, and I'm just gonna be there for my son. So leave a comment down below. Are you chasing a vision in life? Are you a musician? Are you a father or a parent? Leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. For the animals, woo!